Harley-Davidson has long stood as a symbol of American freedom, rebellion, and timeless engineering. And in 2025, they've done something truly special. They've brought back one of their most iconic engines and designs, the legendary Flathead. But this isn't a museum piece. The Harley-Davidson Flathead 2025 is a fully modern motorcycle cloaked in vintage spirit. This bike doesn't just honor the past, it reinvents it, using modern performance tech while keeping the soul of 1930s Americana alive. For Harley fans and purists alike, this bike is more than just metal, it's history with horsepower. A quick history: what made the Flathead iconic? Before we dive into what's new, let's rewind for a moment. The original Flathead engine first appeared in the late 1920s and remained in production until the 1950s. It was Harley's workhorse, rugged, reliable, and simple. It powered everything from military bikes during World War II to daily commuters and cross-country machines. With its distinctive valve in-block design and the unmistakable hum, it helped define the cruiser category. Bringing the Flathead back isn't just about nostalgia, it's about reminding the world where Harley came from, and why it matters. In a time when motorcycles are becoming more high-tech and complicated, the Flathead is a symbol of simplicity, toughness, and individuality. Design and styling: old soul, new body. The Flathead 2025 looks like it rolled out of a vintage black and white postcard. Harley has nailed the retro aesthetic with incredible precision. The fuel tank is classic teardrop-shaped, complete with old-school tank badges. The fenders are deep, wide, and swooping, just like the original Flathead. The frame has that rigid look, but don't be fooled, it's built on a modern Softail chassis with hidden suspension to preserve the vintage hardtail lines. The solo leather seat, stitched by hand, rests on a modern seat spring system. The wire-spoked wheels are wrapped in fat white wool tires, while the round headlight, framed in chrome, adds even more authenticity to the throwback style. This is a bike that looks like it's from the 1930s but feels 100% 2025. Color options include deep navy, classic army green, and a raw matte black, all paired with gold pinstriping and minimal branding. Even the paint has a retro vibe, inspired by Harley's post-war palettes. Engine performance: Milwaukee muscle underneath. Now let's talk power. The name might say Flathead, but don't expect 1930s horsepower. Under the hood is the proven Milwaukee-Eight 114 engine, tuned specifically for this model. That means 114 cubic inches of displacement, roughly 1,868 cubic centimeters, pushing out 122 pound-foot of torque at low RPMs. This isn't a high-revving sport bike engine, it's a torque monster meant for effortless cruising. Harley has custom-designed the engine covers and casing to mimic the original Flathead silhouette, right down to the bolt placements and fin shapes. But performance-wise, this bike is all modern. Fuel-injected, liquid-cooled, and emissions-compliant, the engine is as reliable as it is powerful. Riders will feel the pull instantly when they roll on the throttle. It's not aggressive, but authoritative, exactly what a cruiser should feel like. Ride quality and comfort: heritage meets highway. Built on the Softail platform, the 2025 Flathead provides a smooth ride without betraying its rigid frame looks. The monoshock is tucked beneath the seat and delivers modern suspension comfort without visible shocks. The ride is tuned for long-distance comfort. It absorbs highway bumps and urban imperfections without losing that classic cruiser float. Wide handlebars and forward foot controls give the rider a stretched, laid-back posture, ideal for eating up miles. The seat height is low, making the bike manageable even for shorter riders, and the weight is balanced, so low-speed handling is surprisingly smooth. Cornering clearance is modest, it's still a cruiser, after all, but ground contact feels predictable and grippy. Whether you're cruising coastal highways or rolling through small-town streets, the ride is smooth, planted, and unmistakably Harley. Technology: under the radar but fully loaded. Harley made a smart move by hiding the tech features under the classic shell. You won't find a massive touchscreen or futuristic buttons on the Flathead 2025, but that doesn't mean it's lacking. You get ABS, traction control, keyless ignition, and cruise control, all standard. A minimalist digital gauge is integrated into the tank console, giving you essential info like speed, fuel level, gear indicator, and trip meter, while remaining visually discreet. There's also optional Bluetooth connectivity and Harley's Ride Command navigation system, but it's all embedded in a way that doesn't interrupt the bike's vintage feel. USB-C ports and phone mount options are available as accessories, but the bike encourages you to unplug and enjoy the road the old-fashioned way. Braking and safety, confidence without clutter. The braking system uses dual front discs and a single rear disc, with Harley's Reflex-linked brake system. That means smarter, safer stopping, especially useful on a heavyweight cruiser like this. ABS is standard and unobtrusive. Traction control helps during rainy rides or loose gravel conditions, and cornering ABS keeps you stable even when braking mid-turn. The lighting setup is LED across the board, with a retro-style housing that blends in perfectly. Harley has found the right balance between safety tech and classic design. It's all there when you need it but doesn't take away from the old-school riding experience. Exhaust note, that classic Harley rumble. One of the biggest highlights of the 2025 Flathead is its sound. Harley has tuned the exhaust system to deliver a deep, throaty rumble that closely mimics the iconic Flathead tone. It's a rolling thunder you feel in your chest. The standard exhaust is beefy, chrome-coated, and road legal in all 50 states. But Harley is also offering screamin' Eagle upgrades that unleash even more of that vintage sound, giving riders a way to personalize the bike's voice. You're not just heard, you're remembered. Customization and accessories, vintage with a personal twist. As expected, Harley offers a wide catalog of accessories for the Flathead 2025. Riders can choose bobber-style seats, chopped rear fenders, Springer front ends, classic ape hangers, and fishtail exhausts. Paint kits with hand-laid pinstripes and tank badges are also available to make your ride stand out. Want to go full retro? Add leather saddlebags, a front tool roll, and a windscreen styled after the 1940s military dispatch bikes. Whether you want to keep it classy or go full outlaw, the Flathead is a perfect canvas. Who is this bike for? The Flathead 2025 isn't built for beginners or sport bike riders. It's for those who want to feel connected to something deeper. It's for the cruiser purist who wants heritage and performance in one package. It's for collectors who recognize the significance of the Flathead name. And it's for riders who value character over speed. This is a statement bike. Not the fastest or the most high-tech, but maybe the most soulful in Harley's entire 2025 lineup. Pricing and availability. The 2025 Flathead is a premium machine. With a starting MSRP of $21,999, it's priced above the standard Softail but below the CVO models. Limited run paint editions and Screamin' Eagle packages will push that price closer to $27,000 fully loaded. Availability begins in fall 2025, with early access for Harley HOG members and pre-orders expected to sell out quickly. Conclusion: a motorcycle with a heartbeat. In a world increasingly dominated by high-tech machines and silent electric rides, the Harley-Davidson Flathead 2025 roars like a defiant outlaw from the past. It blends modern comfort with authentic character in a way that few bikes today even attempt. For Harley lovers, this isn't just a new motorcycle, it's a resurrection. A tribute. A time capsule. And most importantly, it's a ride that reminds you why you fell in love with motorcycles in the first place. So if you crave chrome, rumble, and roots, look no further than the Flathead 2025. This isn't just a return. It's a revival.